Hey everyone, it's a Friday. That means Guild War. We also have the new lobby for the guild stuff, which looks really cool. I'll show you guys in a minute how ours looks. I'll try to... Actually, it doesn't make any sense to use the buffed units. I would need to be playing manually. So we'll just go ahead and do quick battles as per usual, and I'll use the buffed units in the actual season, which starts pretty soon if I'm not totally mistaken. Anyway, let's get right to it. So, the new guild lobby, I guess this can be called. It's cool. We can scroll to left and right to see more people. I like the look of it. It very clearly shows through the UI of what's active right now. So we have the glowing world boss thingy, we have the open doors for Guild War, we see that Ancient Inheritance is idle. I also like the decorations here. It's really cool, I like it a lot. But we are here for Guild War, so let's get it started. I prepared a team against Soju. We are fighting against, who are we fighting even? Redcoc today. So let's get the show going. Round one, we've got Redcoc, we've got Genesis Ross, and we've got Lady. I'll be using my standard Bossa Ronka here. Nothing too fancy, honestly. Counter and immunity. Then we've got a DPS enough for once. I re-get her for DPS in this case, because the protection set one, it doesn't really make much sense, honestly. And I still gave her Aureus. This boosts Bossa Ronka damage. Bossa Ronka is going to be that one unit that deals the most damage in this run, I presume. So she has 10% more defense, and we still take the damage from Renard and yada yada. We won't take much damage because we also got Maid Chloe with us here. I also re-get her a little bit. She has a little bit higher speed, a lot less ER because nothing can touch her. And yeah, she'll heal a lot because her shield scales off of her max HP, and I usually have only 19k, so this is 6k more HP than I usually have. It's really good. We also have Unfading Memories for even more healing that scales off of... Actually, no, I believe the scales off of the from the allies, but still 25k first. It's gonna be good healing, so this should be safe. If I would do this normally, it'd take a while, but yeah, it should be nice and clean. Bottom team, Ruel, Bossa Ronka, and Setsuka will be going with Hustle, Iseria, and Rana. Now, Rana is kind of iffy here because I cannot place it like this, so both Hustle and Iseria benefit. I technically could, but then Iseria would always duel with Rana, and yeah, the shield is nice and all, but I want the damage. So I'm forfeiting some health on Hustle, which in return is damage that I'm forfeiting, but I'm hoping that with all the counters we might or should be getting from this, we'll be fine eventually. Alright, so Hustle build is the standard build you've seen quite a few times already. Counter set, immunity set, should be fine. 100 ER, so we most likely don't get debuffed by the Bossa Ronka, because this time we do not have a dispel with us. And this is my Roana in this case, 25 HP, some ER, that's good enough, I hope. And then we've got Iseria, the very slowest unit. It's gonna be a battle of turtles, I presume, with Roana and Ruel being the fastest units here. But yeah, we're quick battling, so we're not gonna find out, and instead we'll just go with the quick battle. So let's see if we win. I would hope so. And the results are in. This actually does take quite some time. No losses whatsoever. Very nice and clean. All right, we're back for the second fight of the day. This time we'll be going against Kanonu. Oh, however you pronounce that name. Round one, we've got another classic Setsuka Genesis Ross Lady. Are they going with Rana? Identical build to the one you just saw. We've got Hustle, identical build to the one you just saw. Now, because I'm not using Bossa Ronka, I could actually supersize her in that regard. So I could go like this, and it would probably be fine. Let's see, we don't use any of these units, so I could go this, honestly. It would probably be super good. Actually, let's just do that. Why not? Jandista Hustle built 30k HP before any buffs. She gets 10% here, so Hustle's gonna hit really hard with 3F. Then I put the gear back onto Ilanov, so she's on protection set and adamant shield, because all of these 2 units that actually do matter, they crit. And I do want to reduce the crit damage because we're gonna heal up enough through Ruana and getting countered, so it should be totally fine. Also, Hustle also heals a little bit on each counter as well as enough. So this is going to be easy. Round 2. We've got Mort, we've got Bosaruka, we've got Belian. So my initial idea was to go Genesis Ras. And now that I'm thinking about it, why not Ras? And I cannot give you a good answer. Yeah, actually, why is it not Ras? Because I want to try things out. So, we know that Mort pens, so I brought Dian with me, who has pen resistance, 50% on her S3, which lasts 3 turns. Now, there is only one thing I'm low-key afraid of, and that is pen resistance on Shu running out before Mort takes a turn. Because what's going to happen is my Yulha, who is on 295 speed, my Yulha, actually, no, it's not going to happen. My Yulha is going to take the first turn. It should be guaranteed leveling quick this. I've done this beforehand, but whatever. Yeah, so Yulha is going to take the first turn guaranteed. Even with full-on speed RNG, Dian is only 295, so the same speed as Yulha. And then it's just a toss-up, but in 99.9999999, etc. percent cases, Yulha is going to take the first turn. And then supersizes or superhumans, Shu was 268 speed. That means Shu is going to take the first turn, shoot Arunka for a lot of damage. Then Diana follows up, does her thing, S3s, and then I have 3 more turns of pen resistance, and Shu shouldn't lag more this much. So yeah, this should work. Technically speaking, yeah, Genesis Ross would be the ideal case scenario here. He would S2 with Superhuman, he would S3, the S3 would kill both, all 3. Mort would come back, then it's whatever. But since Mort is on the field, neither of these can counter, so we should be super fine. And as you've seen, my DN is on Unfading Memories. The only real debuff that exists here is Fear. Fear gets dispelled immediately by Yulha. Each time somebody takes a turn, Shu is on Sweet Miraculi, so this should be a no-brainer. So let's quick battle this up and see what we get. But this should be 2 clean wins, honestly. Yeah, nobody died. Perfect. All right, last fight of the day. A more dicey one, I'd say, against Dracubal. Round 1, we've got Her City, we've got Green Yulha, and we've got another Lady of the Scale in Joyon. So we'll be going with Rana, same build, as you've just seen 2 times already. Exactly the same appearance enough you've seen already. And we've got the same Shu you already saw. Now, sure, the Shu doesn't make sense at this speed against a comp that is slow. Yeah, so be it. Can't help it. Then we've got round 2, which is the dicier one. BBK, Flan, and Bright Senya. I'll be honest, I have no clue if this works. But it's preseason, so we can try out, right? Usually, if I were to manual this is the easiest manual team I've ever seen. New Moon Luna, Sieve Hunter, Politis in Genoa. But since the quick battle does not account for Soulburn, that con won't work. Also, I got just Luna, New Moon, Luna, Wanderer, Ludwig, and Frida. This also works, but again, we're quick battling, so that's no bueno. Meaning we'll have to rely on this, so I'll be going with my regular boss. This is not my regular boss, Aronka. Yeah, we have to put this back. So she get the stuff back. Also, Ruel was missing something in that case. And now that I look at it, I might also switch back Aureus onto Elenov. Should be a good idea. So, boss Cup, this is the build. 3.2k defense, 22k health, 100 ER, should be fine. And other than Flan, nobody can debuff here, and Flan only debuffs on his free, so we should be Gucci. Then we've got my Ruel, who is on Idle's Cheer. Idle's Cheer should be actually helpful here. But now that I think about it, because there's multiple instances of AoE, first my what's its name? Prophetic Candlestick. So let's go with this. So yeah, 2100 defense, 21k HP, 152 ER. I don't really need that much ER, I'll be honest. What I should be doing instead, I should have done this beforehand. I don't really need immunity set. So what we'll do is lots of defense, mediocre speed. I give us some ER, I guess. I want more defense. I still want more defense. But I want more speed. Yeah, as you can see, my gear is kind of bad in this regard, so I'll leave it as is. Should be fine. And lastly, we've got Monarch Iceria. You've just seen. Should be good. Bright Senya cannot beat Monarch Iceria because of the pen resistance that she has, so we should be totally fine. As soon as now, because I am using 3 light units, all the 3 light units are going to move into BBK, which is low-key unfortunate, but maybe we can strip BBK and it'll be fine. But yeah, should still yield good results, and the more we counter, better it is, and the Bright Senya won't deal much damage. But nonetheless, I see a way how round 2 loses. But we'll find out if that is actually the case. Let's make sure that this tower is not defeated yet. It is not, so let's move right in. And let's find out whether we overcooked or we won. And the result is not a single loss. Nice and clean. That wraps up today's Guild War. Very nice clean wins. All good, all good. I'll be back tomorrow with a small review of the last RTA season. I'll show you my builds. I'll talk about the season, how I felt. I'll talk about a few notable players that I've encountered on my way to Top 200 Legend. And yeah, it's going to be a cool video, I hope. Well, have a wonderful rest of the Friday evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're from. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.